So then we've had David Ornstein do another Q&A session at 3 o'clock today, and I kind of thought there'd be some stuff in there that's obviously Liverpool related. So we're going to discuss all that, and we've also had a little bit of a Liverpool update, shall we say, regarding Quansah, also from the Athletic. So we'll discuss that also in this video. But before we get to all that, guys, if you do like this content, make sure you hitting that like button, subscribing, and leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on everything we're about to cover. So, since I already did a video about Quansah, we'll start off with that one to get this over and done with. So James Pearce put this out at 2 today, basically saying that Liverpool are planning next season with Quansah despite speculation over his future. It goes on to say that the 22-year-old was subject of strong interest from Newcastle last summer, and their admiration for him remains. However, Liverpool are not considering selling the academy graduate, who is a big part of Arne Slot's plans. Newcastle had an approach to sign Quansah rebuffed last June before setting their sights on Joe Gomez. An agreement was reached for Newcastle to sign Gomez for 45 million, with Anthony Gordon going to Liverpool for 75 million. However, it obviously didn't happen, guys. At the time of those discussions, Newcastle valued Quansah at around £50 million, but now they're valuing at about 30. Since then, he's gained more senior experience, signed a new contract, and broken into the senior England squad ahead of players such as Jared Bramthwaite, who is valued at £60 million. And that's basically the end of the article there, guys. So for me, my takeaway from this is James Pearce is not playing down the fact for me that Quansah's going to go anywhere. I think he's bumping up his transfer value there in this article. Like, he's obviously mentioned how Newcastle valued him at 50, and Jared Bramthwaite, who I'm guessing by the looks of this has not even made an England appearance yet, is valued at 60. So I think if someone comes in with something north of 60 million, you may see Joel Quansah leave Liverpool in the summer. That's just me. I could be wrong. Take it at face value, James Pearce, he could be 100% correct in what he's saying, but I just think it's a little bit one of those where you mentioned it's kind of like, hold on a minute. So you're saying you'd give him 30 million. Last summer you said he's worth 50. And since then, he's, like you say, he's got a new contract. He's made England appearances. And there's players that have not even made England appearances that are rated at 60. So why would we take 30? That's just how I've automatically jumped to it, guys, with that one. So if you think I'm wrong, just tell me down below. Next up, we're going to discuss these questions and answers from David Ornstein. So, this first one here, it's about Isak basically saying how every man and his dog have been linked with him and how many clubs can actually afford what Newcastle are looking to demand, and the wages associated with many players. As potential part exchange chips are likely to have wages that would immediately eat into Newcastle's PSR. So basically, why is he being linked with everybody? Why would Newcastle agree to an exchange when they're going to have to take that player's wages on or whatever? So basically, David Ornstein's answer to that was, first to say is I don't know of Newcastle wanting to get involved in any part exchange situations. That may be a tactic used by other clubs to try tempting them into parting with someone like Isak, but I doubt it will appeal to St James's Park hierarchy. In terms of Isak, Newcastle have no desire to sell him. He's got 3 years on his contract, and don't forget they invested heavily in him. So it would take something astronomical to prize him away. Now, of course, history tells us every player has a price. And so if somebody offers what is considered market value or even higher, perhaps Newcastle will have something to think about. We know that he has suitors, including Arsenal and Liverpool, but I'm not aware of any club-to-club approaches or conversations at this point. Obviously, that probably will change, but Newcastle are under no abnormal pressure to sell, and they have so far been no signs of the player wanting to leave. Unfortunately for Newcastle fans, I do anticipate it being one of the biggest talking points heading into this market, because he's a top target for a number of clubs. but that doesn't mean Isak won't be playing for you next season, especially if you get Champions League football. So, you know, I keep saying, guys, can we just forget about Liverpool signing Alexander Isak? It is not happening. But I thought I'd just mention that there for this. The next one. Anything at all on Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah? As mentioned in previous weeks and months, Liverpool are optimistic both will renew their contracts, and that is just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Until it's done, we can't say for certain, but it would appear that they are still working on it. But there's been nothing so far to suggest Liverpool's confidence has changed on these two. So basically saying, you know, Liverpool are still confident. We've still not seen no links with them going anywhere else credibly. I'm still confident that these two players will sign. Next one. Does Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving increase the chances of Virgil and Salah being offered higher wages, closer to their demands, and extending with Liverpool? Was the club waiting until Trent made his decision to make final offers for Salah and Virgil? His response. My presumption is that Liverpool will have a certain amount of clarity on the Trent situation. Though they will have had some clarity on the situation regarding Trent for some time now, certainly compared to us on the outside. And therefore, I'm not sure it would have been much or any bearing whatsoever on the Salah and Virgil deals. In the cases have probably been dealt with in their own right and on merit with much deeper thinking than just shifting money around. While I get your point, I don't think salary saving on Trent will suddenly see more money allocated to Salah and Virgil. It surely doesn't work like that. And personally, I find it a bit strange if they found out about Trent and suddenly went to the other two players and offered them a load more money. I suspect the club and the players will be making their decisions irrespective of the potential Trent saving. And I think that... Oh, no, there's one more down here. Now, there have been several stories saying that Trent to Real Madrid is getting quite close. Is there any news on who Liverpool will be replacing him with? Or are they looking to spend elsewhere? For Bradley to step up to being a starter with Quansah and Gomez as deputising? And then his response to that is, right now, I think a left back is bigger priority than a right back, given not only the options you mention, but and the marketing possibilities. I'm not saying if Trent leaves, they'll definitely won't replace him this summer. I just don't know of it being a top of the to-do list right now. You imagine that either Robbo or Shimikas will have to leave for recruitment to happen at left back, but with the heavy links to Kirkes indicating that that is an area of greater focus than the right back for some time. So there you have it, guys. That is basically everything there in a nutshell that we've had from David Ornstein regarding, you know, Mo Salah, Trent, right back, left back, so on and so forth. Let me know down below, guys, what you think about all of this. I think it's very interesting. Again, he's talking about the right back, which is something that I mentioned yesterday. I don't think they'll sign a right back. I don't think it's on the cards. He's still saying that Liverpool are confident on getting the signings of Mo and Virgil done, which again, I know I am. I know there's people out there that are not, but I am confident that that will happen. So yeah, guys, let me know down below, what do you think about the Quansah stuff and the contracts and the right back, blah, 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 blah. Let me know down below, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.